In this video, I'm gonna talk about the unlimited motivation sources that help me to keep pushing, including training hard, eating a lot for the sake of calorie surplus pretty much every single day within the previous 1 year to gain weight and strength, so that every time that you feel unmotivated or even lazy like a bitch, you have a thought that, oh, I want to skip the workout or this meal today. Just bring your mind to those stimulation sources in order to carry out the activities, the actions, the work that are required on your fitness journey. Alright. If you don't know who I am, my name is Bách Đỗ, a Vietnamese guy. I run YouGains, a one-on-one online fitness coaching service helping males, helping guys gain weight and strength, becoming a stronger and bigger versions of themselves. I'm making these types of video also with the aim of helping you achieve that goal. Myself, I have increased my weight from 55 to more than 70 kilograms till now. You can check out the YouTube shorts for my training style, physique and strength. The very first motivation source for you also, which I have been utilizing, is from the deprivation. Okay, I'm gonna take the really understandable examples for you. Now, if you are sleep deprived, you'd want to sleep a lot, right? If you are hungry, you really want to eat something, maybe till you are full. If you are thirsty, you want to drink. And also, if you are poor, just like me right now, I really want to make a lot of money to get out of this shitty situation of myself. And that concept is also applied for our fitness goal, bro. We want to gain weight, but right now we are so skinny, we are thin like shit, and we just want to gain weight and strength as well along the way in order to get more confidence, right? So take advantage of that deprivation where you are just being pushed against the wall. There's no way for you to run away anymore. You gotta push back, you gotta bounce back, do something about it. Make that the motivation source, okay? And of course, just think about the obvious fact that we are young men right now, and in the future we have the responsibility of taking care of our family and our beloved ones, I would say. And so at that point, we are basically alone, and we gotta do things right. We gotta make money, we gotta take care of them, we gotta be strong as hell, right, in order to help them. Not just small, weak, and yeah, okay, you can be rich, but you are small, you cannot do anything physically about it. Alright, so take advantage of that deprivation. And I know I'm talking about the topics which are kind of wide, including work, study, the life in overall, but to me everything is connected to each other. Everything is relevant to each other. And when I bring up the concept in those types of situation, we can easily transfer it to our fitness situation right now, fitness context, or specifically weight gain context. That is the very first one. There are a lot. I don't know why. I don't know the reason why I did write down a list of so many motivation sources like this, but let's just go over. Let's just go over each of them. The next one is about the inspiration. Basically, just watch videos like this one in order to get inspired. Reading blogs, a lot of things to do on the internet right now. You can take advantage of that to get inspired. For example, before the leg workout, sometimes, because right now I have been applying a quite hardcore method or a program, I would say. So it will require me to do 2 sets for squat. At least I'm just gonna take squats as an instance right now. So there will be 2 main working sets. The first one would be minimum 10 reps. The next one is minimum 15 reps, and so it is so intense. Yeah, and then recently I do have to take some kind of inspiration before the workout even starts. So I watch Eric Bugenhagen. He got some really nice videos of himself squatting, of course, a bunch more weights than me, but he squat that shit for 20 reps. It is just so, it'll put so much stress on our nerves in the brain, to be more specific. So I need to get that motivation, I need to get that inspiration, and then let's go to the fucking gym and hit the PR. And guess what, I did it. Like every single leg workout that I did recently after the wrist injury, I came back to training, and basically every single workout, including pull workout, push workout, and of course leg one, every single day I would get progress, 10 to 15 reps. And right now I am able to do the very last leg workout that I did. I was able to do barbell squat for 43 kilograms each side for 10 reps, or even 11 as far as I remember. And of course in the next leg workout, which is tomorrow, I would have to do 45 kilograms per side. That would be insane for me to do those shit, but the program, we gotta adhere to that. Alright, the third source for motivation is the fact that you gotta understand that we are men, right? And also at this point we are all alone, bro. There's only you, there's only me. We are doing this shit all alone. No one is gonna come down and then help us and then say that, oh, it's 5 a.m. in the morning, you gotta wake up right now to do the work, bro. Oh, you gotta do this first and then arrange the easier tasks for later on throughout the day, so that you would be able to finish it with the remaining energy, etc, etc. Nobody is gonna do that shit to you, even your parents. Like, no one is gonna tell you how to do this, how to do that. Oh, you wanna win weight, you gotta eat more. No one is gonna tell you that. Just me and other gym bros, other people who really want to help you, bro. And so that's only you gotta save yourself. And you also gotta know the fact that there's nothing for you to lose. So you gotta push hard right now, and there will be two directions for you after you have been pushing so hard. The first one is that you get the fucking results. Congratulations, bro, you win, you achieved your goals, nice. But if you don't, that's fine, because you are still at your current situation. You have lost nothing, but instead you have gained experience, you have gained the knowledge to do it much better in the future. And then you coach other people to do the same thing, but without the struggles that you have been encountering. Okay, so every single time that you want to skip the workout or skip the fucking meal today, just ask yourself this. This is the one that I have been doing to myself quite a lot, because it is hard. The workout or the program is really hard. The life is hard in general, bro. So you gotta wonder this, you gotta ask yourself this: what are the fucking reasons that do actually make sense for you to skip the workout or skip the meal? What are they? What are the reasons why you gotta do that? Because you are lazy? That is not a justifiable reason. Because the fucking weather is changing? Because it's raining? No, we are training at the gym. Shut the fuck up. You're tired of eating the same thing over and over again, and you know that those meals can actually contribute to the high likelihood of you gaining weight in a positive way, and you don't want to do that shit. That is not, again, a justifiable reason for you. So basically there are none, unless maybe you are sick or some shit like that. Okay, fair enough. But other than that, there's no fucking reason for you to skip the workout, to skip the fucking meal, to skip your fucking sleep schedule as you plan for yourself. So shut the fuck up, shut your brain up, and do the work. Okay, ask yourself that, and then you will notice that there are no fucking reasons for you. There are no excuses anymore. And if you follow my former program, I would say I did train every single day. The reason why I did that, because I just felt like, oh, that is the thing that would make it impossible for me to fail. And yeah, it was impossible for me to fail because I did gain 8 kilograms within around only 5 months. That is insane, right? Just imagine a guy training every single day so hard, and then he will not gain weight or achieve somehow, or at least get closer to his goal. That is impossible, right? So you gotta have that kind of mindset, bro. Next source is that you gotta prove other people wrong. This is the one that I did talk or convey this to one of my clients. He was, to be honest, he was a fucking lazy bitch. And then I confronted him on the online coaching sessions, several. I did basically say something that was potential to hurt his feelings, to make him aware of the fact that he's a bitch right now. And then I concluded that with a sentence: prove me wrong, bro. Just prove me wrong by working out, following the fucking plan, and giving back the images, the videos of you training, eating for me, so that I can know that, oh, I'm wrong. And then he did improve a little bit, but even though he was still a lazy bitch, but at least he knew what it takes to get what he wants. And yeah, that's it. You gotta prove other people wrong. People right now will take a look at you and then say that, oh, you are eating so much, bro. Eating 2 eggs per day is not good for your health, bro. You are training so hard. Why are you doing this so hard, bro? You don't need to do that. You gotta skip the workout, bro. You gotta go out with us. Take a break, bro. Like, all those people, most of them, even including your parents, your brothers, your sisters, your fucking friends, they are not here to support you, bro. That is just the fact. That is the harsh truth. They just want you to go down, to be honest. Or at least they are not aligning with your goals, so they would not understand what you are going through right now. And they will say that, oh, that is not good for you, bro. I have been eating 2 eggs per day, and right now, currently, I have been adding 1 more. So it will be 3 eggs per day for more than 1 year, and I'm still good. I'm still gaining muscle, strength, and weight. So shut the fuck up. You gotta do that shit for your own. No one's gonna be here for you, as I said before. Okay? Prove that they are wrong. People will be right 99% of all the time, but the only one time that people will be wrong is at the end of the day. You achieve your fucking result, you achieve your fucking goal, and you accomplish a lot of things. They will be wrong at that point. And then they will say that, oh, you're happy, or you are lucky with your genetics, or some shit like that. And then you will know that that is not the truth, right? Prove those fucking shitty people wrong. Next one. We gotta be, as young men, better, more superior than other guys, because of our competitive trait within our body, within our gender, I would say. What do I mean by this? So you have a goal of gaining weight, of gaining strength, having 6 packs, getting stronger and better, more confident and strong, bigger, right? I have the same goal too, and other guys share that same goal as well. It is like in a marathon, we all want to win, or at least, first of all, we want to win for the prize, right? Prize for the pride of ourselves as well, but also just to not to be the last, to get embraced, right? We, on the other side, we all want nice house, nice car, beautiful women, you know, plural, not single, women and beautiful children, etc. We don't want that shit. So that has formed a competitive characteristics among us. You gotta take advantage of that. And whenever you see a guy who is bigger, stronger than you, having a really beautiful girl that could be potentially your wife, some shit like that. Yeah, nice car, he's successful, he's big as hell. Just take that, change. You know, you will get angry, and so utilize that anger as the fire, igniting the fuel inside of you to get better, make to work harder, bro. You just gotta work harder, do more. Volume negates luck. Even if you are not smart enough, but if you are doing so much that again it is impossible for you to fail, you will not fail. The only way you will fail is that you give up. That's it. Other than that, you will win. You will win. You will achieve your weight gain goal. Be angry about it. Okay, that's fine. That's normal, bro. That's okay. But take advantage of that. Also, take advantage of your deprivation, your depression, your sadness, some shit like that. Take advantage of all those feelings and then change it into the coping mechanism, which should be the action. Make the actions as the coping mechanisms for you whenever you want everything, or specifically here you want to gain weight and strength much faster. Make that shit as the coping mechanism. You gotta train more, you gotta train harder, you gotta eat more, you gotta make your sleep better with quality. Alright? When I was around 60 kilograms, I had been training martial arts, particularly kickboxing as well as Muay Thai. And so initially, to be honest, like the initial phases, within the initial phases of me training at the gym, when it rained, I would stay at home because I was a bitch. I was not only skinny, but also I was a bitch. I was lazy and I didn't want to go there. But then I just realized the fact that if I do not go there, I will stay at this current situation, which is really sad for me. So I gotta make something change. You know, if nothing changes, nothing will change. Alright, and then after that realization of myself, I just say that okay, every single time that it is raining, it rains, I will still go to the gym. Like there are no justifiable reasons for me to skip it. As I said before, there are no reasons. And I remember one day, of course it was raining, I went to the gym, and guess what? There was only me and the coach. So I paid money for the whole class, to be member of the whole class, and then train together. And then on that day, it was just me, one-on-one with a coach. Come on. It was really awesome to be able to pull up the thing like that. And then later on there was a guy, but it was kind of late. So yeah, it was fun to be the only one who was able to pull the thing that mostly everyone will avoid. It is just like you are at the gym, right? You're doing the harder variations of the exercises. So for example, you do bend over row instead of just fucking sit on the machine and then do cable roll like this, bro. Or overhead press like this instead of going on the fucking machine and why? You do the fucking weight pull-ups while they're doing leg pull down. Which one looks cooler, bro? Like, to be frank, the compound, the free weight and body weight exercises are much cooler, at least to me. So I would do that because they are hard, and people will not be able to do that because they are weak nowadays, especially. And it is so easy to beat people nowadays, bro. Just do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it, and then you will be more than them. Alright. Now it is about the environment. which is so important. It can affect you. So get yourself surrounded by the people that you compare yourself with. Those people, of course, from that definition or from that concept, those people must be the one who are really successful, and in our case, who gotta be so big, so strong, so ripped, so yacked, right? Just compare ourselves to them, where there will be no other ways for you but to grow, but to develop yourself, but to get bigger and stronger. Sure, not only can they be the characters on like via YouTube videos like this one, but also real friends in real life. You gotta surround yourself with the real friends who support your goal, also who care about health as well, because you are you are around the people who are small, who are weak, who are lazy as fuck. Guess what? You will become that member of that gang. You will be a bitch like them. Do you want that? Do you want to live their life which sucks? No, right? Then eliminate them, get rid of them. It is hard to do that, I know, because I basically right now I have 0 friends for several years too now, bro. We gotta do this. This is the season of no and the lowly chapter, I would say. Of course, it is actually quoted by Alex Mosley. He's a really extraordinary guy, but this is the lonely chapter, bro. We gotta be alone. We are supposed to be like that, because if we are surrounded by those freaking normal people, we will have the normal life like them, and we don't want that. We want to be exceptional, and so by that definition, we gotta be exception. We gotta be an exception. We gotta be look different from other people. We gotta be doing the things that are abnormal, right? So that we can gain a different results from them. You are the average of people whom you spend most time with. This is a true one. Classic saying, and it is still true to this day. So be aware of your environment. Be aware of your fucking friend cycle. Okay? And now it is so easy to be the best, bro. It is so easy to beat others, to beat other people, especially guys nowadays who are fucking weak, who are always on their phone, not only at their home but also at the gym. After finishing a set, they will go doom scrolling a little bit, and they just not training to failure, bro, because they still have the energy to go on the phone. They still have the energy to talk with other people, while you and me, we are so exhausted because we have been training to failure every single set. And remember that when it is hard, that is also the time when the work actually begins. The work works on you more than you work on it. You gotta do the work, especially when it's getting hard. That is when the gains go into you. It's like doing the bicep curl with a barbell, and the very last few reps would be so hard for you, right? And you would even need to do some kind of cheat bicep curls, but they are the one getting you the fucking muscle and strength. And people will usually ignore and avoid that because it's painful, because it is hard, but you are the one that's gonna do the work. Just imagine this, when you are a beginner. I don't know if you are a beginner at the gym or not, but just take a look at yourself when you are a beginner or you was a beginner. It was really fun to do that shit, right? It was fun because the progress could be seen much faster. Like every single session you go to the gym, that would be so fast. But after a while training, you will see that the progress has been hitting the plateaus, right? You would not see the progress as much as you did beforehand. You will not, absolutely, because previously that would be called newbie gains. It will be so fast, but after a while, that is when the work actually begins, bro. You gotta still do the work as hard as you did at the beginning, and that is when people quit and you don't. So bear those mindsets into your mind to train your mind as well. Alright, next motivation source for you. You gotta invest the resources, the assets that you're having right now into fitness in general. For example, paying the money for the membership. You don't want to miss a single fucking session, bro. You would not want to do that. And yeah, and if you have been training basically pretty much every single day or really consistently following the plan and so on and so forth, and right now and today you have some kind of excuse for yourself, like a bitch. You said, oh well, I want to skip the workout today. Just remember that you have been trying so hard and you are having a sequence right now. I would say you don't want to interrupt that sequence. So you gotta be tough. You gotta be the man. Shut the fuck up. Put on your shoes or the sandals, like me doing. Going to the gym with sandals, putting that shit on, going to the fucking gym and fucking train. That's it. I don't care if you're gonna be train hard as you usually do or not, but just fucking go. Like Nike's slogan, just do it, bro. Just show up at the gym, at the training place, and do some kind of warm up, and then do the very first set of the first exercise, and then you will find that the momentum keeps coming, pushing you to move on to the next set, to move on to the next exercise, and then boom, you finish the fucking workout session. Congratulations. Remember that shit. And also, you don't have much time, bro. Your fucking your parents and my parents, they are getting older. You gotta be successful, you gotta be stronger, you gotta be the one taking care of them, paying them the favor back. Okay? There's not much time left. People always say, oh YOLO, you only live once, because they are stupid. But you are not. You gotta take advantage every single second that you're having right now to get the gains. You don't wanna get wasted, bro. You don't wanna get wasted. You gotta start now. Do not wait till tomorrow. That is the guaranteed way to be a fucking failure. Do not be like that. Furthermore, you gotta have your self-respect. You gotta be humble. You gotta get self-respect in a way that you say something, you gotta do something. And that's why I love saying stuff on YouTube like that, because I can say, oh, I have been doing this, I have been doing that, and so after that I need to keep my words. Basically, for example, I would say that I train every single day back then, which I did. I was training every single day, and there were days that I didn't like, but I remember that, oh, I said to my audience on YouTube that I train every single day. I said to even my clients that I would train even the especially when I don't feel like it. I would do that. I would walk the walk rather than just talk the fucking walk. That would be so easy. If it is that easy, everyone is gonna get jacked. Is gonna get six packs. Males are fucking chats right now. But no, that is not the fact, right? And that is a part of the game. You gotta respect that, because it is hard, and people will have to go through what you have been through. You gotta say something, and you gotta do that. Okay? Do not just say and then leave it there like a bitch. Next one. So right now, okay, you gotta understand that despite all the sources of motivation above that I did mention, they cannot be maintained forever, bro. So let's just take a look. Let's just imagine a really good scenarios like this. What if you are so pleased with your present? You don't feel like, oh, you're deprived anymore. You don't feel like you are weak. You don't feel like you are small. You just feel, oh, this is enough for me. And then you would not have the internet to watch those motivational, inspirational videos anymore. You have a lot of people around you helping you, who do not want you to grow. Everyone is gonna say that, oh, what you are doing now is right. Everyone is gonna say that. That they always saying good about you to make you believe in their words. That, I think that's what I wanted to say here. To be honest, this script was around 1 or 2 weeks ago, so right now I'm just doing what I can. Okay, you still play with the fucking loser friends that you have. You have a lot of money and you do not care about the time, you do not care about the effort, you do not have the self-respect. Just imagine you are in that type of scenario, and then you will not have the same motivation sources that we did discuss beforehand. You are not deprived, you have enough. You just say that, oh, I'm pleased with this present. You still play with your fucking loser friends. You will say that, oh, they are still friends with me, I respect them, some shit like that. So just want to mention a thing, that you cannot just depend only on your motivation, bro. You cannot, because sometimes it will not come to you. It will not be there forever to wait for you. As I said before, all of those situations above. Okay, so what are we gonna deal with that situation? Well, when you do not feel motivated, or you cannot seek the sources for it, discipline is the way. All right, in any types of scenario, how hard, how tough it is, discipline will help you to complete the fucking work, the activities, the actions, and then eventually you will achieve your goals. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Quoted by Hamza Ahmed. Also, Mike Tyson say that, no, you are nobody if you do not have discipline. So discipline is so fucking important, even more than motivation. Fuck motivation, you gotta be disciplined, you gotta do the work, that's it. And so you gotta do what is required. If gaining weight and strength, getting stronger and better and bigger requires you to train every single day so hard, so intensely, requires you to eat the same fucking meals every single day, which contribute to the likelihood of you gaining weight. It requires you to sleep and wake up at the same time every single day. You gotta fucking do it, even though you don't like it. I know, man. I know it's hard, but you gotta do it. That's what I have been doing, bro. If you don't do, nothing will change. Your output will not change if your input will not change. If your input does not change, you gotta understand that. And so, the best case scenario is, of course, combine both motivation and discipline. Boom, and then you will be a fucking dangerous man. So, those are the information that I really want to share with you in this video. Apologize for me being stuttering. Apologize for me having stuttered, repeated a lot of words, and being unable to express my ideas precisely, because I have just come back to these types of video in English quite recently, so I'm getting used to it again. So apologize for that. Yeah, but I will do my best to convey my ideas, my experience, and my knowledge to you as best as possible. Okay, you can download. I did make a free guide, 5 daily mistakes that I wish I knew earlier to make this progress much faster. Thanks to what I know now and how to fix those mistakes for free. Okay, you can download it in the description below in that link. Also, you can apply for free one-on-one coaching, personalized just for you, to get me to hold you accountable and motivated every single time. Alright, bro. Goodbye.